Okay, hi, Belfast 5 6s, room 11 and room 10. For today, we are going to be sort of playing like a game. And you can either play it with a parent or you can actually play it by yourself against the imaginary big bad wolf. So this will essentially be your partner playing the game. And your objective is to give him as few numbers as possible. So what you're going to do is on a piece of paper, just write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the top, like you see here. And then every time it's your turn, you will take any number in the list that hasn't already been picked, as long as there is still at least one factor of that number still available. So that is left that hasn't been picked. So you get your number and the big bad wolf will get all the factors of that number that are left on the list. For example, if you take 4, and then the big bad wolf would get 1 and 2 as its because those are factors of 4 that are still on the list, left available on the list. So in this scenario, you get 1 number and the wolf gets 2. So probably not the best strategy. So your job is going to be to figure out how you can pick the number so that the wolf gets the least amount of numbers. So, but keep in mind that the big bad wolf must get something every time, which means you cannot choose a number if no factors of that number remain on the list. So right now, with the current situation, I could not pick 5 because the only factor for 5 that's on there is 1, and it's already been given away. So I would not be able to pick 5 as my number. So when there are no numbers in the list that have any factors, the game is over. And the big bad wolf basically gets all the numbers that are left over, that have not been given away. So in this scenario, let's say I continued to play it out and the next number I picked was 6. Then the big bad wolf would get 3. And the big bad wolf would also get 5 because nobody ended up picking 5. So what you're going to hand in to me is what order did you pick the numbers so that the wolf, or should you pick the numbers so that the wolf gets the fewest numbers? Okay, so I'll show you what that looks like. After you've done numbers 1 to 6, then I want you to write numbers 1 to 10 and 1 to 12 and see if you can figure out what would be a good order so that the wolf gets the, so you're basically going to just replay the game with different sets of numbers. So what you're going to hand in is basically just going to be a picture. So write down on a piece of paper and you're going to write what you did, what you got, what numbers you got, and what numbers the wolf got. So in that game that I showed you, I would have picked 4 and 6 as my numbers, and the wolf would have gotten 1, 2, 3, and 5 as numbers. So the wolf definitely won in this situation. If you have an even amount, it doesn't matter. The objective is just to have the wolf get the least possible numbers. So see if you can figure it out and send me how you did it. All right. Bye for now.